Tonight, health officials warning of the growing flu threat as the country still battles COVID and RSV. The CDC releasing new numbers, estimating 4,500 people have been killed by the flu so far this season, closing in on last year's total of 5,000 people. The Midwest is getting hit hard. In Missouri, Eliana Highshaw's mother says she thought her daughter was dealing with COVID before finding out it was the flu.
I did not rush for her flu shot the way that I did for her COVID vaccine.
All this as the country faces what's being called a triple-demic. In Kansas City, RSV killed Bailey Keel's 7-week-old daughter last year. Her newborn son had the virus this year.
They almost immediately admitted him. And he had been on oxygen and IV for 3 days.
She spoke with our affiliate, KSHB.
It is so hard on these little babies. I didn't know if, I was going to lose another child or if I was going to be able to keep him with me. So it was absolutely scary.
Last month in Chicago, RSV pushing children's hospitals to capacity, with patients being sent out of state.
Our hospital capacities are not so overburdened at the moment, but it wouldn't take a whole lot for us to get back into that crisis situation.
Officials say flu season started significantly earlier than expected, with hospitalization rates reaching numbers the U.S. has not seen at this time of year in a decade.
I've seen a lot of young, healthy people come in, they just feel about as bad as they've ever felt.
CDC Director Rochelle Walensky says vaccination rates are down compared to last year, warning of vaccine fatigue. Today in Indiana, a rise in flu cases forcing hospitals to issue new visitor restrictions, allowing only immediate family in 2 at a time. They have to be over the age of 18 and masks are required. There are now concerns coast to coast over what's to come with major holidays over the next few weeks.
In our emergency rooms and some in the inpatient settings, and then clinics and school absences, influenza's wreaking havoc.
All right, Perry Russom joins us now live outside of a hospital there in Chicago. So, Perry, you mentioned vaccine fatigue, and we have to explain to the viewers now that's much different than vaccine hesitancy.
Yeah, Tom, so when the COVID vaccine first came out, people were hesitant about taking it. Some didn't trust what was inside. Others did not want to be the first. That is vaccine hesitancy. With vaccine fatigue, people are at the point now, years into this pandemic, where they just don't want to get boosters anymore. And we are seeing that bleed into flu vaccines for children, where the CDC says rates for children, that's down 5% compared to pre-pandemic levels, Tom.
And I know, to make matters worse, I know you have some other reporting out there that's important. There's a Tamiflu shortage as well?
Yeah, so we have some county officials over in Indiana who are reporting a Tamiflu shortage. We know some of these major pharmaceutical companies are looking at this more broadly. Walgreens and CVS tell our NBC affiliate here in Chicago that this is merely temporary, but there are still questions about how temporary that is, weeks or is that months, Tom?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.